The Canadian housing construction industry isn't big enough. CMHC recently released a report saying that the industry is too fragmented and too resistant to innovation. And if we want to meet our housing targets, we need bigger builders and more scale. Despite there being around 40,000 residential construction companies across Canada, only about 6 of them have more than 500 employees. So CMHC starts throwing around buzzwords like AI adoption and prefabrication and digital integration, and points to countries like the Netherlands as models of innovation. But they're also still dealing with their own affordability problems. But that's not what really stood out to me. It was CMHC's focus on industry consolidation as the best path forward. Sure, bigger companies can bring efficiency, innovation, and economies of scale. There's no argument there. But there's a trade-off. And in Canada, we have very good examples of what happens when industries consolidate too far. We lose competition. And once competition disappears, prices stop responding to reality. There's already only like 5 or 6 families that control a huge amount of the developable land across southern Ontario. Think about it. There are over 80 banks in Canada, but only 5 of them control about 85% of the market. 5 companies make up over 75% of the Canadian grocery market. 3 companies control almost 90% of the phone and internet service. 2 airlines control over 60% of all domestic travel. So how do you feel about your bank fees, or your grocery bill, or your phone plan, or your flight prices? This is what happens when the government is allowed to wall off an industry. The government knows this, it's on their website. Competition leads to lower prices, greater consumer choice, and higher standards of quality. Competition stimulates productivity, economic growth, and innovation. But CMHC wants to see more consolidation in housing construction. But if it means fewer players and less competition and more control in fewer hands, we already know how that story ends.